Storm Tracker 6. So what you notice with this, some lighter shades of white. You've got some flurries working its way near the city at this point, maybe a couple near Trenton and Lancaster with our exclusive radar site. You can kind of see that snow coming down, but it's areas to the darker blue and purple where it's coming down a little heavier. So that's through Wilmington, through Millville right now. And you see that line in Bear, Delaware coming down pretty good. East Nottingham Township, you've got some steady snow moving in, a little bit of a heavier band. Can you see that here, how the shade is a little darker? That's where it's really moving in through Cumberland County, through Atlantic County. So over the next 12 hours, snowing in the city itself, 6, 7 a.m. It's snowing really good at 8, but by lunchtime, it's already light snow. Some scattered snow showers, maybe a few flurries or a few random snow showers in the city at 4 to 8, but not really the accumulating snow. That's the first half of the day. We really haven't changed our map much to show you a coating to an inch north of Allentown. The bullseye is 6 to 9. That's where you're getting Cape May County and southern Delaware. Matt, in the city, we're looking 2 to 4. We'll go over that map in more detail coming up.
Exactly what's going on in different parts of the region. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Let's talk about this storm. The snow is arriving right now. We see it in our Sky 6 shots. You see it with our reporters with our live shots, spreading from the southwest to the northeast. Accumulating snow mostly lasts through midday. After around 1 o'clock or so, we get some scattered snow showers around, but it's not really as much, not as accumulating. So it's the first half of the day where we really get the snow. And the highest totals continue to be through South Jersey and Delaware. We've already had a report of right on the border of Delaware and Maryland. They've had about 3 inches, and that was as of an hour ago. Other than that, we haven't had any reports just yet. But as we look at this, you kind of see it pulling up from the southwest. In the north and east, you haven't gotten it just yet. So we have some flurries near the city, but you see the darker shades of purple stretching through Wilmington, especially through Dover, through Millville, through Cape May County. That's where it's coming down pretty good, and they're getting that steady snow there. Here's a wider look. One thing that I'll be watching closely is this drier air. We've been talking a lot about that with the high pressure to the north and how much that eats away at the storm. Can you already see some of the pockets of drier air? See how it's not as steady to the southwest? I think that can happen as early as midday. So let's look at this model. By 8:45, this is 8, 9 o'clock in the morning. You're starting to get some snow in Allentown. It's snowing pretty good in the city through most of the area. And again, those darker shades are well south of the city here. But then we look at 11 o'clock. Okay, still snowing through the region, but you can start to see the difference moving in, right? You get how this is purple and this is a lot lighter and broken up. So yeah, by 3 o'clock in the afternoon, a couple of snow showers, especially south of the city, but the accumulating snow is done at that point. You get a few flurries flying or maybe a snow shower south of the city at 10 o'clock at night, but not really the accumulating snow. That's the first half of the day. So at 6 o'clock this morning, we're sitting at 27 right now, and we've got some snow coming down through parts of the region, but by 8, it's pretty good, snowing just about everywhere. 10, 11, 12. By 12 o'clock, look at that, it's about 60%. You're starting to see that drier air work its way in. About a 30% chance for a snow shower at 2 o'clock. So a lot less as we look at the later afternoon and evening. Overall, coating to an inch north of Allentown, 1 to 3 through the northwest suburbs. In the city, you're really close to that line, so maybe 2 to 4. And then the areas of blue here through Coatesville, through Media, through Salem, through Glassboro, through Hamilton, 3 to 6. And the heavier snow is through Cape May County, southern Cumberland, and south of Middletown, Delaware, where you're talking 6 to 9 inches. Overnight, teens and low 20s. It's cold. Tomorrow morning, wind chills just in the single digits. Here's your exclusive AccuWeather 7-day, the alert for today. We've got that morning snow that's steady and accumulating snow the first half of the day. Then in the afternoon and evening, it tapers off. A couple of snow showers south of the city, a few flurries here or there, 30 degrees. Tomorrow's windy and cold. Feels like the teens at best at times. Wednesday, a cold wind, 32. Thursday, more of the same. It's windy and cold, 32. Friday's not as harsh.
So far, we're okay.
Fingers crossed.
A lot of our roads are still dry, though.
Yes, that's right.
point.
The snow is moving in, guys. It looks pretty where it's coming down, kind of like a snow globe that you shake up when you see it coming down because it's light, it's fluffy. It's moving in from the southwest to the northeast, so it hasn't overspread the entire area, and it's fighting off some dry air. So it looks like some snow near the city, not really reaching ground just yet. But the areas that are a little darker, do you see those darker shades through Wilmington coming down pretty good there? In Upper Pritzgrove Township, in Millville, New Jersey, it's been snowing steadily for a few hours. It's almost in Winslow. This isn't quite reaching ground just yet, but through Cape May County it is. And even in Atlantic City, we've seen that snow-covered boardwalk out there. Temperatures below below freezing everywhere. We're only in the 20s. It is cold, and here comes the snow. So looking at Future Tracker by 8 o'clock in the morning, maybe it's just starting in Allentown, but it's already snowing through most of the region at that point. And again, the heavier is south and west. And then by 1 o'clock, we're already starting to wrap things up. So the heaviest snow, the most accumulating snow, coming through the first half of the day in the Lehigh Valley, 1 to 2 inches. In the city, 2 to 4. At the shore, especially south of Atlantic City map, that's where you could get 6 to 9. And it already looks like a snowy scene there, doesn't it?
First spot we saw the snow this morning, Karen, was here in Dover, Kent County.
The only snowfall totals we have so far is outside of our region, just on that edge of Maryland and Delaware, you've had between 3.5 and 4 inches of snow, but we see it coming down steadily. This is the boardwalk in Ocean City, which is completely snow covered out there, and it's coming down pretty good. The current temperature is 24 degrees. The winds are calm. We've got some windy days. This isn't one of them. Storm Tracker 6 showing how that snow is coming in from the southwest to the north and east. Do you see the darker shades of purple? They really have it down there in Baltimore, but even in Dover right now, south of Wilmington coming down pretty good. That's where it's a little heavier in southern Cape May County there on the edge of Cumberland County, whereas closer to the city, it's the area of white. It's not really reaching ground so much just yet. Here's the storm, and what I'm watching is this drier air punching in out to the west. I think the first half of the day is when we have the accumulating snow. After about 1 o'clock, we don't accumulate much more after this. So here's a look at 9 o'clock. It may take till about then to get it snowing through Allentown, but at 9 o'clock in the morning, snowing pretty good everywhere, rather steadily. But watch what happens at lunchtime. This is a look at 12. Do you see the difference here between this and that, where it's the darker shades, where it's steady? And then by lunchtime, we're starting to get it breaking up a little bit, not accumulating as much. And by 3 o'clock in the afternoon, maybe some snow showers south of the city, but not really in the city itself. Couple of flurries, nothing accumulating. You get another push of energy, maybe late tonight south of the city. You get a few more snow showers out of this. So it's really the first half of the day where we get the snow. Allentown and north, coating to an inch, not much. 1 to 3 in the areas for your northwest suburbs, near the city, through parts of South Jersey. You're kind of on the edge of that in the city, so maybe 2 to 4. At this point, I'm leaning more towards the lesser end than the higher end in the city. The area of purple through Coatesville, through Media, through Wilmington, through Glassboro, through Hamilton and Millville, even in Atlantic City, that's 3 to 6. South of Atlantic City, in Ocean City, and Sea Isle City, Wildwood, and Smyrna, and Dover, that's where you get to 6 to 9 inches far to the south. And again, it's the first half of the day. So right now, temperatures are in the upper 20s. The snow is starting. By 8 o'clock, it's snowing through most of the region, snowing pretty much everywhere at 10, 11, 12. Then shortly thereafter, it starts to break apart. 2 o'clock, maybe a couple of snow showers around. At 4 o'clock, it's 30 degrees and cloudy. At 6 o'clock, it's cloudy. A few flurries around, but not the snow that we're seeing moving in now. Overnight, you're just down to the teens and 20s. It gets cold. Tomorrow morning, wind chills in the single digits. Make sure you're ready for that one. Here's your exclusive AccuWeather 7-day. Morning snow, and then after midday, we're just talking some flurries around. On Tuesday, it's windy and cold, 32, feeling like the teens and 20s, though. Wednesday, a cold wind, 32. Thursday, still that cold wind, 32. Friday, the wind tries to back off a little bit. It's 37, not quite as harsh. Then another storm, maybe on Saturday. Some models saying it's south of the city. I think we at least get some snow showers around on Saturday, but we'll have to see. Sunday, partly sunny skies and 37. Jury is still out on Saturday's storm, but Monday, we've got it today, guys, and it's snowy out there.